What's going on, folks? We're back here with some more Aether Drift Standard, and we're going to get deep into the sewers today with today's lovely deck here. Now, Aether Drift has some powerful cards in it, but not really a ton that are making a huge impact on Standard. The Pro Tour, we saw Ride's End be the most played card, and it's really just a removal spell. There's not a ton of build-arounds in Aether Drift that are powerful enough to really make an impact and kind of contend for that top tier spot. It's really just, a lot of Pixie, a lot of Gruul, a lot of Domain. But there is one card that can sort of offer some assistance to multiple different archetypes, and I'm a little surprised that I haven't seen people tried this before, at least from what I've looked at. And the card that we are discussing today is Lifecraft Engine. So this is a 3-mana artifact, and as it enters, you choose a creature type. In this case, we're probably going to be choosing rats. And it says, vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type, including itself. Each creature you control of the chosen type gets +1/+1. So it is effectively a Lord. And the Rat deck didn't really have a Lord before. There were people who were playing Patchwork Banner, which is a fine card. Choose a creature type, rats get +1/+1. But the reason I like Lifecraft Engine a lot more than Patchwork Banner is specifically against a deck like Domain that has an abundance of sweepers. Being able to have a creature, or in this case a vehicle, that can survive a sweeper is very, very big, because you don't really have a lot left over when they cast their sweeper, and in this case, at least, you still have a 4/4. So as far as the rats are concerned, because that is the tribe that we have chosen today, we have Karumonix, the Rat King, which basically, for those old school folks out there, if you remember Goblin Ringleader, this is effectively a Goblin Ringleader, but it's a 3-mana 3/3, gives all of your rats Toxic 1, probably not going to matter too much, and basically you look at the top 5, you get all the rats. So really just a 3-mana 3/3 that can draw you up to 5 cards. On average, I would say probably 2 or 3, although based on my games with this deck, maybe the average is closer to 0 or 1. We have Lord Skitter Sewer King, which is pretty cool because it gives you not only a way to have like this Goblin Rabblemaster type thing where you just keep creating additional bodies, but it also gives you some graveyard hate. And there's a lot of decks in Standard that utilize the graveyard. You have Omniscience, even just the Domain decks, they use Analyze the Pollen. So being able to hit some of their bigger mana value early on can stop them from casting and Analyze the Pollen with Collect Evidence to go get a Zur or an Overlord later on. You have Persistent Marshstalker. It's a 3/1 that gets +1/+1 for each other rat you control. And then if you have Threshold, when you attack, you can get it back if you pay 3 mana. So has a little bit of built-in resiliency against sweepers that are not named Sunfall. And Ride's End as well, because Ride's End does exile. And then Azure Beastbinder is our other 2-drop here. It's pretty good because there's a lot of flexibility in the attack trigger where you can target any permanent artifact, creature, or planeswalker. It loses all abilities, and then if it's a creature, it becomes a 2/2. What's important about that is not only can you target planeswalkers as well, so if your opponent has a Jace or whatever, you can make that lose abilities until your next turn. It also shrinks their creatures. So if they have a Shieldred in play and you attack with Beastbinder to make it a 2/2, you can now cut down it. So Beastbinder does make cut down quite a bit better. And then I guess you could call this the boss monster of the deck, Vren the Relentless. This card is really, really sick and it plays out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So it has kind of this built-in graveyard hate effect where if a creature would die, exile it instead. And then at the beginning of each end step, each is important, not just your own turn, you make X basically like star rats that get +1/+1 for each other rat you control. You make X of those tokens, where X is the number of creatures that were exiled. And, because Vren exiles creatures that you kill with your cut downs and go for the throats and nowhere to runs, every time you use a kill spell, you get an additional rat for that. And that includes the creatures that they trade in combat. And the fact that it triggers on both players' turns makes it really hard to get into combat with Vren. And then you can kind of do a wombo combo where you just have Vren in play and then turn 5 Gix's command their whole board. I will say, that did come up a couple of times in this video. You're going to want to check that out. Removal spells are pretty standard here. 3 go for the throat, 2 nowhere to run, 3 cut down, and then 1 cheeky Spell Pierce with 3 more in the sideboard. Really like Spell Pierce right now. Mana base is pretty cool. You do get some cool lands like Lilypad Village to Surveil 2. You have Cavern of Souls, Soulstone Sanctuary, and then Restless Reef. Your 4 creature lands really good against Sunfall and, you know, any sweeper that Domain has, so that's pretty important. And then pretty normal stuff in the sideboard. The the only card that I will point out here is Engine Rat, which looks a little weird as a 1-mana 1/1 Death Touch, but it's a good blocker against red and also against control. The 6 mana, each opponent loses 2 life. Comes up more often than you'd think. So don't sleep on this little 1/1 Death Touch. He packs a punch. But anyways, that is all I got for the deck tech. I think this video, you guys are going to like this one. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I mean, this hand's good enough. I'm in. There's one in the graveyard. I mean, we just couldn't win that game. We had all lands. I don't know what else we're supposed to do there, you know? Like, I can get back a Marshstalker, but they have a bunch of fish tokens that could just block it. It's not good enough. Only doubter here, reporting for duty. At least there's one doubter. I'm surprised at how many people believe in the rats. Okay, opponent has mulled the 5. That's a good sign for us. It's a good sign for the rats. Collector's Cage. Have we done Talent Monument thing before? Yeah, we did it like we had an Izzet version, I think the first week that people started trying that. Because there was a version of that deck that did reasonably well in an MTGO challenge, and the day that it did well in the challenge was the day that we played it, or like maybe the day after. I haven't touched it since then though, but we did play it. Give me a land. Thank you. I think I'll offer the trade of Lifecraft Engine. I believe this trade is good for me. Because then they're so far away from caging if they take the trade. And I can kind of just race them with the Marshstalkers. It's just you believing. No, there's 3 believers. 3 believers, 8 doubters. No! It's too many overlords. We're up all night to get lucky. Need to find a way to mill some more cards for these Marshstalkers. Vren is non-token, right? Creatures that were exiled under your opponent's control. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exiled instead. Does Vren doesn't work against tokens, does it? Can I get a confirm or deny? If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. And then where X is the number of creatures that were exiled under your opponent's control this turn. It does work? Oh, that's good. Okay, that changes things then. That definitely changes things. Blue, black. Yeah, this is fine. I can neither confirm nor disconfirm. Well, we're going to find out because they can't take 18. But I have no idea. I mean, if it works, if I get the tokens, it's nice. Okay. Vren just made 2 4/4s. Jesus. God, Vren is nuts. I guess I pierce this just so they can't activate the cage. I don't really think I'm piercing anything else. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay. So they can activate cage now? Gotcha. What you got under the cage there, Based? Anything good? Show me your secrets. Show me your secrets. What do you think? You think they got anything good under the hood? Nah, they got nothing, I believe. I think they got a Parting Gust, would be my guess. If Angel's not very good against Vren, though, right? Because it gets exiled. I do have to win this game before next turn. Okay, so yeah, we just go Skitter Marshstalker. Skeeted. Hold on. Submit 4. Go to combat. Exile this. Oh, I should have played the Marshstalker pre-combat. Dude, Vren is kind of sick. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My opponent currently has 8 damage in play. 3, 4, 5. Oh, but they have 9 if I don't play the Marshstalker, so right. Okay, perhaps it was maybe not the best idea to it. Oh no, I get these. Right, okay. So I didn't actually have to play the Marshstalker. No. God damn it. No. I did not have to play this Marshstalker. Oh my god. Oh, now they have exactly 9. Fuck, man, why did I play the Marshstalker? No. Yeah, there appears to have been a small miscalculation. Just a very, very small, slight, minor math that was not done. That card does nothing. Damn, man. So close. Yeah. All right. Next time, do not cast the Marshstalker. I repeat, do not cast the Marshstalker. All right, what's good against Cage? This card's good. Do we need more rats? Fierce is pretty bad. I mean, I don't really have a lot of good cards against them. I mean, we're not playing sweepers. Duress is bad. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I got. Bring in a Shoot the Sheriff, I guess. Yeah, turn it back. Probably only comes up if they cage me. Well, this hand lacks mana of the black variety. Guess that's good enough. The issue is they didn't mull the 5 this game. So that's a little problematic. We need to find lands. This thing shuts it off on their turn too, right? Loses all abilities until your next turn. Okay. So if they play an elf, we can... Oh, no. Okay. Rat down. The note was a perfect answer to the Beastbinder, too. I guess it's Nashi time. Nashi. Legendary and or enchantment cards. We could play like a Valgavoth Slayer for the Nashi, maybe. Would you like the trade? I mean, I'm going to offer the trade. I think I'm pretty happy with this trade. I can't imagine they are. All right, mill 2. There's a decent amount of legends to hit. I guess not a ton. Nashi, Karumonix, Skitter, Vren. It's an okay amount, but not a lot. Well. And I guess we just send everything. Like, if they want to start trading off stuff for, Skitters and Nashis, I'm pretty happy with that. Because that's less material for them to cage me with. They honestly might just take 7. But I think I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Either way. Surely this time. Ooh. Now, do I want to Vren or Marshstalker plus nowhere? Honestly, kind of want to just guess Vren. Although holding up nowhere is better if they have cage. Yeah, good jam. They don't have cage. No way they have cage here. 0% chance. He's going insane. The fact that they're tanking is a good sign. So that means they probably didn't hit an Overlord or a Gear Hulk. Surely not, right? Surely not. Okay, I can beat that. I can beat a Sandstorm Salvager. That's a little bit harder to beat. Good news is they can't target the Vren. We have nowhere, so we don't have to pay for the word cost. Take 6. Okay. Now what? I mean, I think it's just kill 2 things, get a bunch of tokens with Vren. Problem is they have the paw patches. So maybe I should kill a paw patch first. So I don't even think my attacks are that good this turn. So yeah, I believe we're just not attacking here. So I'm going to kill paw patch and see what they target with the triggers. But I don't really think we have a good attack here. Kind of have to just play defense. But these Vren tokens are going to be massive. Absolutely massive. Yeah, 1 on Golem, 1 on other paw patch. I'll allow it. So there's maybe not a reason to do this main phase. Well, no, the reason is Vren, right? Yeah, the reason is Vren. So no attacks, get 2 Vrens. 2 8/8s, by the way. Why don't more people just play Vren? You don't have to even be rats to play it, Like, you could even just play it in a Dimir midrange deck. Card seems so powerful. It's got Ward 2 as well. Okay, Vren down. Vren successfully down. Yeah, Kalitas. It's very similar to Kalitas, but it scales a lot better, too. So it seems like the only good attackers I have are the large tokens. Cletus. Yo, 10-1 Marshstalker? Holy. Alright, I mean, I'll attack you with 2 9/9s. So if I ascend Nashi, they can go Sandstorm on here, double the Nashi, activate Sandstorm, and then I basically trade... I guess I trade Nashi for Sandstorm, which is maybe fine, and a shit ton of damage. So maybe it's okay. But they can put both tokens on Nashi and then activate Salvager. But then again, they would chump block with this, take 9. Okay. Well, they are taking 9, it looks like. They got something. What are you doing over there? We have a hoverer. Parting Gust on Persistent Marshstalker. 1 fish. I mean, I've traded a rat for a fish. I don't know if that's a good trade. What do we have for thresholds? This will be 5 after this. It's probably just better to put that in the graveyard, because, I mean, I have something to do next turn anyways with the Soulstone. Okay, more blockers, but most of those are chump blockers. Okay. Go to 10. It's going to be a tight race. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because they're getting the Overlord this turn. Shit. Forgot about that. Nah, the Cage deck is still good. Your Hulk made the Cage deck a lot better. I don't really think I have great attacks. But I think it is probably Fire Up Shark. I mean, I guess these can't block anyway, so I might as well just send in the ones that can't block, which leaves me with 3 blockers. I don't know. Whatever. This looks good. I'll mill myself. I have no idea if this is right, but I got 2 blockers, so it can't be that bad. Yeah, you gotta leave on a hot streak, you know? Because you know your luck's eventually gonna run out. Now the question is, did they do the math? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 9 in play. They can also deal me 9 with the land, but either way, it's only 9. So they're 1 point short. Hold. We're dead to Cage. Not dead to Brushland. Wild. And I left exactly 2 blockers back to block the Sandstorm and the Restless Prairie. We call this calculated. So it turns out I ended up making the exact right attack, leaving the exact number of blockers that I needed to make. It's almost like I did the math. Annoyance probably better against red, because exiling hero is pretty important. But against most other things like Domain, I'd rather have the go for the throats to kill the Overlords. This hand doesn't have a lot of rats, but I think it's okay. Second cut down is not terrible. Okay. You have a lot of villages. Rat, 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 rat. Yo, chill. I've been rudely interrupted. Okay. Give me a 3-drop. Perfect. Rat. Then Gix's command to follow up is kind of nice. Hold. Kind of have to dodge Cage. Or, oh no, that's fine, right? Because we have the Gix's command. They have 1 card in hand. Hold. So you're crew 3. I guess it's better to have the counters on the... Oh, no, I could just put counters on the 2-2, right? Yeah, that's way better. So this. I need to play my land first, though. Rat. Rat. Duskmourn does not rotate until 2027, I believe. I think it's 2027. 2028. Really? No, because there's rotation this year, right? Yeah, I thought it was 2027. Beginning of 2027, I thought. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up, but seems like every streamer is having a really hard time ranking up this month. Welcome to Standard. You have 2 options. You can play one of the 3 playable decks, which are Esper Pixie, Domain Control, or Mono Red, or you can have a 50% win rate. That's your choice. And I'm choosing the latter, you know. But that's kind of the sad reality of it. Yeah, or you can play Rats, I guess. I mean, dude, the Rats are cooking now. What do you mean? Surveil 2? You can do better than Soulstone, I think. Ooh, I like Vren. Absolutely farmed. Is Convoke not good at the moment? Convoke is, like, okay against Pixie, but Convoke is not the best against red. If that makes sense. No, I wouldn't play Stock Up. Wouldn't go that far. Go for the throat against Nesting Bot, huh? That's what we're doing. Okay, not great. Right, exactly, yeah. Goblins with just a couple of cauldrons, but not going super in on the cauldron angle. It's kind of like exactly like that. But I don't want to play, 4 cauldron for a researcher. I don't want to be at that end of the combo. Okay. I have a new plan. Survive. The plan is survive. The question is, can we survive? I have 1 blocker this turn. Old. No, Emodanes is nice. Is this bait? I mean, I'm blocking. Take 4. Chat hold. Hold. Speed 3. Could have just done that pre-combat. I guess they wanted to try and kill the Lifecraft Engine. Okay, hold. Hold. I mean, if we can survive a turn, the Gix's command plus Vren is going to go absolutely berserk. Something tells me we may not survive a turn, though. We do also have to draw land. Chat, is there a land on top of my deck? Be honest with me, okay? Don't lie to me when I ask that question. I need you to be totally honest. Because if there is, we win the game. Tap land. If it's Darkslick Shores, I'm betting stream. Please don't let it be Darkslick Shores. Come on, man. Not like this. Okay, it was not a land. The good news is, I think I can kill enough stuff to not die, right? Kill this. Kill this, have 4 blockers. Take 6. I can't attack, can I? No, I can't attack. Darkslick was the content draw. Was it? Okay, that doesn't kill me. Come on, please give me a land, please. Come on, dealer, please give me a land. I need it. Land me. Fuck, man. I mean, I'm still not dead. Funny enough, I'm still not dead. I don't know how this is possible, but worst ad time ever. Rip. Peepo ads. Can I attack? Knock the top of the deck. I mean, it's got to be this turn, right? It has to be this turn. All right, one more time. One more time. 3, 2. I'm knocking the top. I'm knocking the top of my deck. You can't see it, but I'm off camera with my thumb on my monitor. I'm knocking the top of my deck. Land me. Thank you. Easy clap. Easy clap. I guess you can get a counter. GG. Seems like we scared our opponents away. The rats were just too much to handle. Canada's not real. I mean, that's what I've been told. Gloomlake Verge. Yo, Rat Mirror. The Rat Mirror match, huh? See, they probably think that I'm playing normal cards. I got some news for you. Persistent Marshstalker. In Brazil, we are even joining with South American RC. Yeah, I know that like South America, Brazil, I know that those areas do have significantly less PT invites. I think in Canada too, they have less, but their events are also, you know, like kind of half the size sometimes. So I think for the most part, the size of the event scales with the amount of PT spots, right? Yeah, because the ones in the US are on average like 1,200, if you think about it like that. We do not have a shortage of Lord Skitters. How many counter spells you got over there? This Cavern of Souls is probably farming them. You know for a fact they have at least 3 counter spells in their hand. The Paths of the Dead. Okay, I've been flood pissed. You have a Kaito too? No Kaito. I like that. Didn't shuffle away the Skitter, huh? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Kind of want to hold up my stuff. Tishana's Tidebinder. Guess that makes sense. Okay, so let's go. Nowhere to run the Tishana's. Back for Juan. Hold up Throat if they go for the land. Okay. I got more where that came from. Don't worry. I got plenty more where that came from. It's funny they think I'm out of Skitters. I'm not killing that thing. Get out of here. Numero tres. Maybe they have a kill spell? Doesn't seem like they do. The rat coming in. Stop. I guess I'll kill one now. I mean, they could shuffle away the Skitter regardless, but I guess I'll make them use the other one. Final thoughts on Orzhov Pixie. I like it. It feels like it was a little bit more awkward against the red decks just because it did feel a little bit slower at times. But I think you have a pretty, I guess I shouldn't necessarily say that it's better against Domain. It feels like it's maybe a wash because the Orzhov version gets Liliana, but the Esper version gets more ways to bounce nowhere. So it feels like it might be a wash there. But it does feel like it is pretty good in the Pixie heads up matchups. Come on. Yeah, that's rude. Oh, I should have attacked. Oops. Did not mean to attack there. But yeah, I think it's probably better against other Pixie decks, maybe a little bit worse against Domain, but not by a lot, you know? And they have Curiosity. Kaito. You know, it would have been real nice if I just didn't throw away that 1/1. Would have been pretty good. Is there a way to play Ketramos without strictly Orzhov control? I was trying to figure out if there was a version of if there was a version of Crimes that could play Ketramos, but you'd have to be Abzan. But I do think that there's something there with like Ketramos, Free Strider Lookout, Fine Lasher, Ghost Vacuum, all that kind of stuff. Because it is really nice that Ghost Vacuum triggers both Ketramos and the crime stuff. But you probably just can't be Black White. I was thinking about building that. I just haven't got around to it yet. I do like the Orzhov deck, though. It is nice. I can't believe I'm like in this position. I thought we were crushing this game. Legend Naya, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the sub, Naya. How did we get here, by the way? What happened this game? I feel like I should not be in this position, but I am. Don't like that. I think I'm just dead, right? Yeah. Well, not technically. Brutal. Their draw just kind of lined up pretty well with ours. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking this Karumonix card should maybe not be in our deck. Can you throw out the Kaito? Could, yeah. Maybe that was better. I did forget that I could throw out the Kaito. You might be right about that. No, you're right. I think I should have tried to kill the Kaito. I honestly forgot that I could do that. But the fact that they're doing this is good for me. I think they kind of threw. I think they kind of threw a little bit. Do I want to pay 3 for Marshstalker? Or is it better to go Nashi, Hold Up Throat? They're at 17. I think it might just be better to Marshstalker here, honestly. Because they're not going to play anything on their turn for that I can go for the throat. Yeah, let's just Marshstalker here. Attack them with the Marshstalker. Then we can do the other Marshstalker next turn. Ideally, we draw land, so I can go Marshstalker and Throat. We're not dead yet, though. The rats are still in it. The rats are still in it. Okay. I can just get it back. Yeah, I kind of just want to draw land here. All right, give me an untap land. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly what I meant. But we can still Nashi plus Throat. Let's go to combat. We will choose to not pay. Probably going to take 3, go to 10. Let me go Nashi, Hold Up Throat. They're going to Tidebinder, we'll Throat end of turn. This is still kind of a close game. I'm sure this Cavern is just... They gotta have some counter spells in hand, right? Could even try to fire up the Reef next turn. But if we can find untapped land, we just have double Marshstalker. Hold. Can anybody explain to me why that rat emote in chat is so thick? Like, what's going on? That rat's been going to the gym. Let me tell you that. Okay, -1 Nashi. But now we just farm them with command. You sacrifice counters. Yeah, cheeked up on a Friday. Cheeked up on a Friday. It's just, I don't know, it's got a big old butt. We're gonna play Modern tomorrow, okay? I promise. I promise we'll play Modern tomorrow. I know you have a counterspell in hand. I know you got a counterspell. If they quench this, I think I pay. I could not pay, though. Rat. Oh, they have Spell Pierce. That's what they have. Okay. They probably should have pierced that. I kind of had to play my ass off that game. All right. Dimir Midrange. Dimir, mid-range, Kaito, Harvester, the usual suspects. The usual sus-pecs. I don't think Pierce is that good against them. Blot Out's good against Kaito. Could play my own Kaitos, although they're less good on the draw. It's probably not a great engine matchup. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Kaito than engine. Let's just do this, maybe? I don't think I want Duress. Although, after my Karumonix is never hitting, maybe I should just cut them. Honestly, it's probably a lot worse than Golgari. Win rate at the Pro Tour was, what, 24%? It had far and away the worst win rate at the PT. It was not good. And I feel like a lot of the people who played Dimir midrange probably just regretted not playing Dimir bounce. Like, can anybody explain to me what is the draw to playing midrange over bounce? Because I used to think the answer was just Kaito and Tidebinder, but the thing is, the bounce deck plays Kaito and Tidebinder anyways. Like they are not Tidebinder, Kaito and Curiosity, sorry. So I don't really know. I can't figure it out. Being a boomer? Yeah, I guess. Alright, come on. Rats, don't fail me now. Holy. They said it couldn't be done. That's +2, by the way. 2 cards secured. It's supposed to have a better game against Domain. Really? Because I would think that if you just bounce Hopeless Nightmare a bunch, that also gets you to where you want to be against Domain. But like, I would believe you, but I don't know if it's by a ton, you know what I mean? Even if it has a better matchup, it can't be by that much, is all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, obviously Dimir is a much worse Nightmare deck than Esper. I'm not trying to disagree with that, but is it finally time to sell my Shield Rids, by the way? As a commander at this point, I think so. Commander, and I guess, Modern to a lesser extent, but it's not even that playable in Modern, or not many people play it in Modern, I should say. All right, I have 6 mana. Any triple spellers? I'm in for a triple spell. Do some triple spelling, and then if they wrath me, we can refill with Karumonix. Rat. Nashi. Shelly C's playing Legacy? Really? I didn't know that. Blue Black Mid started putting up in challenges when Domain was at its peak on Moto. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I did notice, like, I looked at this weekend of challenges, because I do metagame data for the weekly metagame videos, and I did notice that a lot more people were picking up the mid-range version of Dimir. Comparatively, I think there was, like, maybe like 10 to 2 in favor of mid-range over bounce in terms of how many people played it across the challenges. So there is definitely a lot more people playing mid over bounce. But I think part of that was that mid won the first challenge. So people just do the same thing that they always do, where they just copy the deck that won the most recent challenge. And that's 90% of what the metagame is just, download, import, submit. Repeat, download, import, submit. That's bad. Okay. All right, Karumonix hits. I have demonstrated a loop. I have demonstrated an infinite Karumonix loop. Shelly's going to be hard to beat, though. Okay, Karumonix down. I mean, that's fine. We have a second one. And they know we have a second one, too. Second one, I think you meant third one. Oh, they're going to Tishada's this Karumonix? Well, that's fine. I can just play a third one. Did you say choose up to 5? Don't mind if I do. It's +5, by the way. I don't even know what to do with all these cards now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The funny thing is, none of them still beat a Shield Rid, so. You ever just go +5? Yeah, we're still kind of fucked with this Shield Rid, though, is the problem. Yeah, it turns out we're not playing the third this turn. The Ret King heard you may cut him. Yeah, that's true. I was talking shit about Karumonix earlier, so Karumonix was like, yo, dog, I got your back. I got you, don't worry. 3-mana draw. You see, it's not just a 3-mana draw 5. It's a 3-mana 3/3 plus draw 5. Like, when you hit off Karumonix, it feels... You really hit, you know? It feels real good. Okay. I mean, I could beat that. I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, check me out. Check me out. So they can eat the Karumonix and take 14. All right. I'm okay with that. I mean, that has to be good enough, right? That's got to be the play. When you get this deep into the game, the Marshstalker gets crazy. Ding, 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 ding. Bro, you got to play Shield Rid this turn. You have to. I guess they can't even do that now because we have the Beastbinder. The Beastbinder does just kind of solo Shield Rid. Okay. So their plan is their plan Flood Pits Marshstalker block Marshstalker? But if that's their plan, they just die to Reef, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can animate double Reef this turn. That's got to be good enough, right? Because now, even if they have... Yeah, I was going to say, even if they have Flood Pit's kill spell, they still die, right? Because even in the best case scenario... I'm going to go back to the board state real quick. You need a rundown of what almost every card in this deck does. Well, you see, the funny thing about that, there is this extension called untapped.gg. And on the overlay, you can actually hover over each individual card, and it pops up a card image. You can see what the card does there. Shout out to Untapped. Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag ad. Yeah, I feel like Untapped should have a mobile extension. I wonder if they're working on one. That'd be kind of sick. Restless Anchorage. Was it a blue-white control gamer? Could be. Kind of wanted a Cavern. Excuse me. I gotta bait their counterspell with the Skitter. Okay. Or they just don't have a counterspell. Okay, never mind. Nice Ride's End. Yo, any bumpers? Hase. Hase, Hase, Hase. I'll say it's kind of a pain in the ass. Wait, this works? Holy shit. I didn't know this thing turned off Jace. What the hell? All right, I'll take a draw 5. I'll take a draw 5. And by 5, I meant 2. Good enough. Beja. All right, untap land. It's not bad. Actually, that's insane, right? Name rat. Go to combat. And then we can just send everything. Okay, I probably should try to kill this Jace, right? Yeah, so I can Beastbinder the Beza to make it a 2/2. Creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. So I have to send, what, 4 things at Jace? Do I want to do that? Sending 4 at Jace is kind of a lot, no? Maybe what I do is send the 3 2-power creatures at Jace and the 2 4s at them. And then if they want to protect Jace, they have to chump block with all 3. I think this makes sense. I mean, I assume they're doing this because they have Wrath next turn. But even if they Wrath us, we can then just kill the Jace with the Lifecraft Engine, so it's not that bad. We do have rats. We do have plenty of rats. If 4 in hand. Trying to think. Yeah, I guess we double spell. Because then if they have second Day of Judgment, we can get back the Marshstalkers. And I do want to kill Jace. Rats, assemble! Bro, 2 mana 6/2? Kidding me? How do you beat a 2 mana 6/2? Okay. It's 1/6/2 down. Guess they can just counter the Skitter. Sure. Alright, take 4. Take 4. Can I interest you in a 2 mana 8/8? Are you perhaps referring to the ancient one? The most ancient of ones? Alright, stop countering my shit. Thank you. I know about the ancient one. Dude, no respect for the vehicle, by the way. Not any respect whatsoever for the vehicle. Unbelievable. Have 1 card in hand. Last zone's on 1. 1, 2, 3. This. Okay. Send the Vren, which they will block with fish. Uh-huh. Fish secured. Beastbinder. The rats are coming for you. That's +1 rat, by the way. Nice fish. You wouldn't have another raft now, would you? Would you? Farmed. Absolutely farmed. All right, blue-white control. These rats, man. This should be illegal. I did, yes. I did, and I'm not happy that there's a time change. Like, the fact that it's between day 1 and day 2 is also so frustrating. You know? Like, come on, man. Like, that is the worst possible time to lose, you know, a day of sleep. Or not a day, but an hour of sleep. Losing a whole day, holy shit. Yeah, like that, it's just, it's so bad. And I get it, but it's a good point. If you lose enough day 1, you actually lose an entire day, not just an hour of sleep. That is a very valid point. Yeah, they are not ready for this engine rat. Engine rat coming in hot. Are you going to ride send me? No? So no ride send, no counterspell. What the hell do they have? Does that ability cost 6? No. Only if you think it does. Musahawk. Why would you think the ability costs 6? Alright, Jace farmed. 6 mana for 2 life. Yeah, I mean, it's a way to burn them out, you know? You soften them up pretty early, and then eventually later on, you just put them in the hole with the rat. Like, they eventually get to a spot where they can't beat 6 mana deal 2, you know? Their deck doesn't really do anything. Farmed. I know you're casting a rat. Fuck! Come on, man. You're supposed to cast the Wrath that turn, you fucker. That's fine. Nice spell pierce. Yeah, now I draw the Disdainful Stroke, of course. Now I draw the Disdainful Stroke. You know, this engine rat is coming in hot. I don't think I want to let them double block the Marshstalker. Streamer farmed. No, they're the ones that got farmed, okay? Engine rat now 4/4 online. Bro, you think I give a shit about this Day of Judgment? You want to show damn on mill you? Oh, I should be milling myself for the fucking Marshstalker. I'm stupid. Always forget to do that. I'll allow it. I definitely don't have spell pierce. That was just auto. That was full hold control. Don't worry. I don't have spell pierce. You don't have to play around it. Kaito. Interesting. They didn't play around spell pierce. Well, I mean, they kind of did. Okay, hear me out. Kind of want them to double block here. I think this double block is good for me. Let me just emblem. Nice stroke. I mean, they're going to cast another Overlord this turn. Told ya. Told ya. You just didn't believe me. Is there any difference between 3 and 2? I guess the difference between 3 and 2 is the engine rat. I think I'd rather draw a card. I am going to mill myself, yes. I remembered this time. Well, if the first spell pierce isn't good, surely the second one isn't good either, right? You want the engine? Ah, fuck that. I want to try and find the actual engine rat, not the Lifecraft engine. How many rats we got? Well, we currently have no rats. We have 1 Marshstalker in the grave, but we need a rat to be able to attack with it. Do I buy these packs or do they come when you play? So you got to purchase the packs beforehand to open cards for your deck is kind of the idea. Get your Spell Pierce anyways. I mean, I'm attacking. We got a Chumper. Okay, Chumper located. Their Overlord's on 1. I guess I should just surveil this turn. I don't think I want those. I should have played the Skitter pre-combat, though. I just missed 1 rat. That was my bad. Yeah, -1 rat. The Overlord on 1 doesn't matter because we have Kaito. We can just Kaito lock it down. Turns out the second Spell Pierce mattered. Oh, that's funny. It actually did matter. Oh, the third Spell Pierce, huh? Well, surely if the first 2 aren't good enough, the third one's gotta be. You know this better than anybody else, okay? Wait, why doesn't it have it on my stream? Does it have top 5? Huh. Why doesn't it have... I don't know why Nassif's stream has bottom 5. Top 5 is the sad one. Yeah. Oh, you added bottom 5. I thought bottom 5 was like a legit MTG bot command that just trolled you, but apparently it's not. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Standard, just play Mono Red. It's arguably one of the best decks anyways, and it's very, very easy, obviously. But if I was going to play Mono Red, I would probably consider playing main deck copies of Sunspine Links, because there is a lot more domain than other red decks. So keep that in mind. Is this the black-white exile? No, come on! Come on. Okay, farmed. Only for 1, but make them kill the first Karumonix first. That is pretty good. They discarded our Karumonix, and then our draw was Karumonix into Karumonix. It's pretty good how that works out. It's like super Duress bug. Wait, what got automated? Oh, okay. Dude, I had too many people trying to add comms, man. What'd they do? Harvester of Misery, my Persistent Marshstalker. Did we ever play the second red here? I don't know how many more discard spells they play. Probably not a lot, right? It also gets more cards into the graveyard for potential, like, threshold for Marshstalker. Yeah, let's just jam it. I don't know if it's good, but... Okay, it turns out it was not that good. Maybe that was not the best play. I mean, hey, now they have to kill the first Nashi, and then after they kill the first Nashi, we have the second one, so it's not that bad. Okay, may have been a little punished for not waiting. Is that a Fomori Vault in their deck? What the hell is that doing there? What is this Fomori Vault doing over there? All right, build myself for the Marshstalker. 7 cards in graveyard, huh? Okay, now we gotta find the rat. I don't really get this Fomori Vault, unless the idea is that they're playing, like, Maze Mine Tome, and maybe they also have the other tome, the one that's loot, make a treasure. So I guess if they have that, that's good with Vault. I can't remember the name of that card. What's the other Maze Mind Tome? 2 mana, artifact, 2, loot, make a treasure. Collector's Vault. Yeah, that's what it is. I could not remember the name of that card, which is surprising given how often I've played it. Fellow Maze Mind Tome enjoyers. One of these days, now I'm really confused. Sure. They can't uptick though, right? Sure. Don't really know what the plan is here. Okay. They have no cards in hand. Yeah, okay. It has to be a monument deck, right? With like Guardian, Collector's Vault. Yeah, okay. It's got to be a monument deck. White-black monument, huh? I wonder if we could try that. White-black monument sounds kind of interesting. You get to play Guardian and Liliana. And you get to play Harvester too, which also is good with monument. I could buy it. Yeah, it sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? Trying to think if it's better to... No, I think it's better to just get back the homie. It's the same damage when we get a Nashi trigger. Sounds like you already bought. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Collector's... I don't know if I like Collector's Vault, but like Guardian, Liliana, Harvester of Misery with Monument, and if you're playing 2 colors, you can get away with playing the Mycosynth Gardens, because your mana's not as sketchy. I'm gonna write that down. Just as like an idea to try later. White-black Monument. And I'm gonna also do the Abzan Catcher Crimes deck, because I wanted to try that too. Just some things to work on at a later date. I have like a notepad on one of my other monitors that I just put a bunch of ideas down as we like find interesting things throughout the stream that we play against. I don't really know what's good against them. Cutdown's pretty bad. Spellpierce seems good. Could do like a Vren and an engine for the Duresses, maybe? Blot Out could be okay. How much do I really care about the Guardian? I mean, I care if they're curving it into Monument. But if I'm on the draw, I can't even cast my Blot Out before they already have the Monument in play, so it's maybe not as good on the draw. Better on the play. Yeah, this is standard, Bendon. Standard. What you got over there? Get that out of here. Can worry about the cover-up later. The cover-up is a problem for future me. I did not mean to click on show all. Should name pirate. Pirate. I mean, it has rat in the name, right? Pirates should also be rats. Like, if I play turn 1 Spyglass Siren, does that pump my Marshstalker? Rat. Jose was a pirate? How do you know that Jose is a pirate? He seems like he could have been a pirate in a previous life, maybe. No! Exile? Come on, man. That's rude. Why gotta be like that? Yeah, pirate. That's what I meant, you know. When I said pirate, that's what I meant by that. Pirate, you know. He's wearing a pirate hat. Not in that image. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, that does not look like a pirate hat to me. I know the card is called Pirate Hat, but there's not really a hat there. That's more of like a pirate headdress. You can't tell me that's a hat, though. A hat is supposed to cover the entirety of your head, not, you know, half of it. Or at least that's the American definition of a hat, you know. It does look like him. I will buy that. I do agree with that, but you can't. That's not a pirate hat. Come on. Hat in German is hut, making Pizza Hut pizza hat. No wonder why the food sucks. Wait, hold control. Forgot to crew. I almost forgot to crew. Attack 4/4. What's your favorite pizza chain? And why is it Little Caesars? It's the only appropriate answer. It used to be Domino's for me, but I don't know, man. It's hard to beat the deals you get at Caesars. They basically just give food away for free there. Yeah, the Domino's crust is truly unmatched. The was it not the the Parmesan garlic crust, like god, that their crust is really good. If you could take Little Caesars pizza but give me Domino's crust, I'm in. They just dead on board. Hello? Hello?